Hello team, welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video with myself, Jonathan MS Pearce. I just want to give a lot of kudos, props, respect, thanks to all the wonderful people, members of this community, the team, who have come together to support this particular unit, 12th NGU in Ukraine, by helping to raise a staggering amount of money in an incredibly short period of time. I was speaking to the people at NAFO, and other than Jake Bro with his massive following and raising on two occasions $1.1 million each time, we have raised the money incredibly quickly. It's one of the quickest campaigns. Thank you. Like 9 days, almost 40,000. So that is I got some extra funding through my PayPal. So a few of you paid me through PayPal, which I then put into this because it was after it closed down, I think. And so I've still got the donation link, and we can now afford one Mavic 3 drone, a reconnaissance drone for the unit as well, which is fantastic. So the reconnaissance drone unit is going to get one of these vehicles and a drone as well. That's absolutely phenomenal. I just can't thank you guys enough. Peter Kluken was the guy who helped with that end bit. I think it was King Raccoon who got us over the initial $38,000 line. I think he's waiting for that, which is fantastic. Thanks, King Raccoon. Loads of people have this patch. We put a lot of thought into this patch. I say we, that's a royal we. Just JR and Chris from Clockwork Design did an incredible amount of thinking about this, and thank you for that. And in fact, JR was supremely important in getting this up and running. He's done a lot of the legwork for sorting out this in the back channels, and I have to thank Rick the Ukrainian as well, who helped out with a lot of advice and getting this going too. So I just want to say thank you to all these people. You know who you are. You can look at the wall, as King Raccoon says, job done here. And I think that was the amount that got it over the 38,000. He had already given some donations. So King Raccoon, thank you very much. Just loads of people. David Singelman, Jason, King Raccoon, Byron Green, John Coates. As you say, every little helps. That's a good old John P there. Lots of anonymous, Alan NTB, Jonathan Hales, great stuff. Bjorn, I am lag, I am support Ukraine. Always makes me laugh, that meme. Marianne Sophie Bukers, Sergio, Mike Brabon, William Holly, Andrew, William Ingen, Jerry Gilroy, Lon Nguyen, Tom, Will, Tjerk Verbokken, so on and so forth. So many amazing people. Art as well, all the way from NZ. Oh, what a ledge. Joseph Merrill, Michael Bryant, Simon, Mitchell, John, Alexander Haag, Jim, Frank Schultens, Mark Spivey, Marion, Keys, Colin McKinney, Jane, Ian, Julian Rossiter, and then all those others who I thanked before on this noteboard here on the wall. Those are the ones I just mentioned, the people I haven't mentioned previously. So thank you to all of you. Some of you giving tremendously large amounts, and some of you just what you can. It's all so important. All of it helps insanely. Some people just super important members of the community giving what they can. All of you super important members of the community. JP says, Mark, watch your YouTubes daily. Thank you for your hard work. Slava Ukraine. Absolutely. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done. And do you know what? When hopefully we'll have to think up the name. I might put a post on YouTube for a suggestion for a name. The first one was Vakula, which is a Ukrainian myth written by Nikolai Gogol, who wrote about a blacksmith. It's kind of on Christmas Eve type story. And that Vakula blacksmith was a call sign of the guy who gave me that knife over there, who is in his spare time a blacksmith, and that's why he's called that. And so that's why The first truck is called Vakula, but it'd be interesting to see what you guys think should be the name of the second truck. So I will start a post up for ideas about that. But just really, guys, you are amazing. Thank you. And it's just wonderful that we've come together and achieved this goal so quickly. I was really worried that when we took on a second truck that we'd bitten off more than we could chew. But actually, the regularity with which you guys were contributing showed that I had nothing to worry about, and this was a fantastic achievement. So awesome stuff, guys. Thank you, and it would be great to see the handover of the vehicle when it does happen. So these kind of convoys end up looking like this, and yeah, we'll hopefully get our vehicle. As you can see, Alex here, and I interviewed Alex the other day, so please go and check that out. That's one of my recent lives. Alex is an integral member of the NAFO team, and here he is, kind of getting ready to introduce the latest convoy. This was a 33rd convoy, and all of these vehicles going to different units. So we'll hopefully have our vehicles in there. I think one of them's our first one will be in the November next convoy. I don't know whether the second one will be as well. It depends on when they can get the vehicles done up and prepared and ready. It's not like they have 100 vehicles sitting ready to go, so there may be a bit of a lag between that second one being funded and that going out. But the first one, I believe, is definitely in the November convoy. So it's going to be fantastic to see ATP Geopolitics on the side of the van. I think I've got something like fighting for truth and freedom as the tagline. So it'd be great, as you can see there. So it'd be something like ATP Geopolitics fighting for truth and freedom on the side of that first truck. But yeah, really good stuff. Can't thank you guys enough. And I'm sure these people will appreciate what we have done together as a team. Anyway, Tilda Pips, take care, and we'll have to think up. I have an idea that. So sorry, I'm trying to say goodbye, but we tried. The reason that this took so long, as I explained before, is that we started the ball rolling in sort of February time to try and get this NAFO thing up and running. But something like 3 different units that we wanted to raise money for to get trucks fell through for different reasons. So Vakula's unit, we couldn't do that. Dima down with the 72nd in Vuhledar area, he's now in rehab in Kiev. We couldn't do that. Then there's another guy whose unit we couldn't do it for as well. But I'm thinking that third guy is someone that Pierre Dupont, who I went around Ukraine with, he knows him, and I think they've just lost, an ATV, like a quad, and it'll be really relatively easy to raise enough money for a quad, and you can buy them within Ukraine and get them to there. So I might, if Pierre's, and I think he is, willing to help here, him being in Ukraine, the next fundraiser might be quite a small fundraiser, just sort of 5,000 euros would be enough to hopefully get a quad and get that down to the unit, and Pierre would help with that. So that's my next idea, our next idea, and that'd be lovely, because we should be able to track that as well, because Pierre will be involved in the delivery and all the kind of paperwork and making sure that we see that as it's delivered down and given to the unit. And so that would be absolutely wonderful, and he'll be able to film that all from within Ukraine. So yeah, that is a pipe dream at the moment, but I think that could become reality, because I think that's quite doable, and it's not a lot of money. Obviously 5,000 euros is a lot of money, but as in the whole grand scheme of things, we just raised almost 40,000 in 9 days. So that would be wonderful if we could do that, and everyone chips in a little bit, and we could get a quad to that unit. I've got some videos of that guy and some of their vehicles and whatnot and situations they've been in that I can share if that's something that we end up doing. But for the time being, let's just celebrate having helped out with NAFO and the 12th NGU. So thank you guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Give yourselves a pat on the back, a round of applause and all that kind of stuff. And speak to you soon.